Solid Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Sloppy ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighten up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions with my rations getting low. Get down on the flow, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this sweet too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the dice before you let them roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in F doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, namaste but conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Yeah. What is up? What is up? What is up? How is everybody doing tonight? Yes, it is Thursday. Yes, we have made it. Feels so good to have made it. Yes. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Thursday. Hope everybody is enjoying their week. It's your boy Wakamar, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition, episode 194. Yes, 194. We are here racking up them episodes. And as always, that is the homie, 40 Water, a.k.a. Silent Hill TDS. Him and J. Leo, Pale Moon Devil Dance is the song. It is the unofficial theme song to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. See it scroll on the bottom of the screen. Go give them cats some love on their YouTube page at Hitchhikers. Hitchhikers, yes. And while you over there on YouTube, please go show us some love. I.O.W. Sports Network. That is the address to our YouTube page. It is also the address to our Instagram page, I.O.W. Sports Network. Please go give us some love on Instagram. Take some time away from your Instagram models. Go show them some love. You can always find us on Twitter as well, I.O.W. Sports 1. You can definitely find us over there on Twitter as well. And most importantly, please go on over to Facebook and please join the public page for I.O.W. Sports Network, where you, the public, yes, I'm looking at you, I'm talking to you in the public, get a chance to drop some sports memes, make us laugh, drop some sports takes to get the water cooler talk started, debate started. And we definitely uphold the network part. You got a sports podcast, regular podcast, or a small business, this is the place you need to be because you have free reign to advertise your product freely. See scrolling that Cash App scrolling on the bottom of the screen. It says I.O.W. Sports Network. That Cash App gets you this exclusive I.O.W. cap. Only place you can get it is by sending $30 to that Cash App. Give us an address, and that exclusive hat comes your way. Only 3 people in the world got it. That's how exclusive it is. We need to turn that 3 into 100. So don't be shy. Please go cop some merch. Show us some support. We are doing our thing over here at I.O.W. because we love doing it for y'all. All right, let's see who's in the comments, who's in the building with us today. Yeah, what's going on, Matt? I know 4116. Y'all had to sweat for it. Your boy Garrett Cole did not have a good outing today. He did not. But in true form, the Yankees, who have been a hot team, find a way to get those bats going. Didn't waver. Did not run from a challenge, and turn that home run derby with Minnesota into a victory. You know, you're right. A dub is a dub. Garrett Cole definitely got bailed out tonight. He got bailed out by your bats. Your bats. That was pretty much a home run derby with Minnesota tonight, and you guys got the bigger guns. You know. But they was trying to they did something nasty to your boy. They definitely did something nasty to your boy, Garrett Cole. They did not, you know, they did not shy away from giving him the business. That's for sure. You know, they did not shy away from that at all. Well, y'all know the deal. We got a top play tonight, and it's gonna be coming from a unconventional source. But man, is this play top notch? You know what? Here we go. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Walk on one top play of the night. You know, we love sports here at I.O.W. Sports, obviously. And guess what? It's not always the fellas that put it down. Oklahoma, that softball team balled out. I mean, they set a record with 17 home runs during the Women's College World Series, breaking the record of 15. I mean, look, just take it away. This is what happened.
Courtney Day sends him back to the track again, to the wall, and it's robbed. Jada Coleman brings the home run ball back in. It's gonna get for an outfielder. Jada Coleman getting back, finding the wall, the timing, get up and rob yourself a home run.
Jada, do it again.
Back to the track again, to the
Give
wall,
me that.
and it's robbed.
Give me that.
Jada Coleman
Jada say,
brings
give
the
me
home
that.
run ball back
She said,
in.
give me that home run.
Gonna get for an outfielder. Jada Coleman.
You love to
getting
see
back,
it.
finding the wall,
Love
the
to
timing,
see
get
it.
up and rob yourself a home run. She's about
Love
3
to see
feet
it.
over the wall. The athleticism keeping her team in
Love
this
to
game.
see
Let's
it.
go.
Let's go, Jada Coleman. Let's go. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Hell yeah. That's a motherfucking top play right there. Fucking Jada Coleman. That's how you fucking do it. Come on. Let's go. I love it. Come on. Do I know who Jenny Finch is? Come on. Not only was she good at softball, boy, she was something nice to look at. Jenny Finch had the whole package. She had the whole package. Jenny Finch was beautiful, and she could play some damn softball. She could pitch her ass off. Smitty, what's up? I hope you would kill it in women's softball, but that play doesn't get tiring. I could watch Shorty rob that home run all day. That was a hell of a play. I mean, phenomenal play. Matter of fact, let's watch it again.
Courtney Day sends him back to the track again, to the wall.
Give me that! Give me that!
Brings the home run
Jaden
ball
Coleman,
back in.
she said, give me that home run! She said, give me that home run. Boy, that's dope. I saw her pitch live when she was at Arizona. My uncle wasn't up. Yeah, for Jenny Finch was something else, dog. Oh, you got offers to play ball? Where'd you get offers to, Smitty? You know, I wasn't lucky enough. I did love some baseball though, playing growing up. I just you know, in high school, man, I ain't gonna cap, man. I stopped caring, bro. It's because you know, I had broke out of my ugly duckling phase, and you know, shorties was feeling the kid. So, you know, high school, you know, I was a man, homie. You know, I was, you know, the young boy was feeling himself. Young boy was feeling himself, but it's all good. No, doubleheader, and they swept Oregon State. Yeah. Shout out to Oklahoma Sooners softball team winning the women's college World Series. They did their thing, swept Texas, and man, it's like that lineup was the Bash brothers all over. They were just hitting home runs left and right, treating softball like it was a home run derby, man. And they were down 0-2 in that game tonight, and they came back. Yeah, man, I just got distracted, bro. Women, you know, I was 16 and my hormones was out of control, and they was, you know, loving the kid, and so, you know, I started skipping practice to, you know, to slide over to the little, you know, little Tenderoni's place because her parents weren't there and shit. So, you know, yeah, you know, it be like that, you know. So I can't even cap, man. But it's all good. Speaking of baseball, you know, some of these managers keep making their name in the headlines, and Tony La Russa was part of the whole Josh Donaldson, Tim Anderson thing, and he's the one that threw the racist part in there, because I didn't hear Tim Anderson say that at all. Tony La Russa threw racist in there, and so that made headlines. And then earlier this year, he you know, said some made some I guess comments kind of shitting on his dugout, you know, his team, kind of showing his age, as in how old he is, and old and stuck in the times he is. I love football too much to play baseball in college, but I ended up never even playing the sport. Still got offers for football. Was fun visiting places though. Yeah. Imagine going on, excuse me, college visits now. The way they use the recruitment time as such a, you know, such a spectacle to get these guys in, especially with NIL being involved. You know, so imagine being an 18-year-old kid right now, like you, it almost feels like you're making a lifetime business decision. So yeah. But no, back to Tony La Russa. He found a way to outsmart himself tonight. Take a look at this.
Now, wait a second.
Look at the count.
They're going to intentionally walk him on 1 and 2.
Even the announcers are like, what? And the next better.
High fly ball the other way. Pollock's going back. It's gone! 3-run home run for Max Muncy.
Make that
They
make
put
sense.
Trey Turner on intentionally with a 1-2 count.
Yeah.
Choosing to go Souza Muncy, and he makes them pay with an opposite field 3-run shot. It's 10-5.
What is La Russa doing? What is Tony La Russa doing? Like, now, Matt, you my baseball guy. What is he doing walking Trey Turner on a 1-2 count? Your pitcher has the advantage in the pitching count. You just need one strike, he's out. And then it bites him in the ass, and now a 3-run home run. Now the lead is expanded. You know? Thank you. Muncy made him pay. I'm 42 years old. Baseball has been my favorite sport since I was 3, so since 1983. I've never seen this. Ever. I have never, ever seen this. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Like, I'm trying to understand the logic of this. And this is why I look at managers like Tony La Russa, who are so old school in their ways, and not just old school in their ways, they're just old. Like old. Tony Russa, you are old. Like, this dude was at the Last Supper. He was a motherfucker in the bat. Y'all remember the picture of the Last Supper? He was a motherfucker in the bat with the water pitcher. Like, come on, bruh. Bruh, that's what we doing? You putting your team in bad situations. A manager, a coach, you're supposed to put your team in the best positions to win. Not put yourself in a situation is a mistake and shoot yourself in the foot. Like what is that? I don't know what that is. It's like I'm gonna find a way to outsmart myself. Come on, Tony La Russa. What are we doing, Steph? Hey, what's up, Stephanie? How you doing? I don't think nobody's having any any audio issues, Steph. Good to see you. But maybe it's not okay. Maybe ain't the word. When are you going to retire Tony Russa and go away and don't come back? The game of baseball is not going to fall apart if you don't manage. It's not going to be like, oh my God, Tony Russa is not managing anymore. We must stop playing baseball. No. It's okay, Tony La Russa. I think sometimes, like, yeah, I feel you. 2-1 count, maybe 3-1, but never ever ever when your pitcher has the advantage in the pitcher count, up 1-2 in the pitching count. He said that's a fireable offense. Relieve him of his duties. Period. I mean, that's. I got to hear the explanation for this. I'm gonna try to find one by the time Monday night show goes on, because I'm literally curious of his thought process. That no, you're not wrong. You know you're not wrong. you don't put your team in that type of predicament, in that type of situation. You're asking for something bad to happen. You're definitely not asking for anything good to happen when you deliberately put your team in that situation. I got to hear explanation for it. I got to. I absolutely am going to be curious all weekend what the hell Tony La Russa was thinking until I find some kind of post game comments or something. I'm gonna dig deep for him too, because like you got to explain something right there. Either that, because right now you got me seriously thinking that Tony La Russa is managing the game heavily medicated on something. Because that shit right there is batshit crazy. It's nuts. A manager or coach is never, ever, ever supposed to put their team in a bad situation. Never, ever. And when Tony La Russa has been making headlines this so far this season, it's just, to me, it's just evidence that he needs to have been set down and not done nothing. Enjoy retirement. La Russa, late 70s, probably late 70s. It's okay. But I think that's Major League Baseball. That's another thing that's what's wrong with uh how their game is going. Anytime that there's a managerial position open, it's like the same crew, same old guys are in the same circle and still getting the same chances. At what point are you going to start thinking like, hey, I might want to start hiring guys that can relate to these younger guys that are in our league. Or a guy that might think the game of baseball in a different way. Like Major League Baseball is so stuck into their traditions, their unwritten rules. Hey, we've been doing baseball like this for the last, 100 years. It's like baseball is the epitome of a sport that just, how are you not knowing how to market your content and your product in 2022? That's the biggest thing. At one point, do you say, "Hey, all you old viewers, we appreciate what you've done for us, and we want you to stay around, but we got to amp up the sport." You know what I'm saying? Yes, it has evolved, but is it beneficial? As in, what I'm saying is, the baseball that you see now, it's almost like how the 3-point has taken over in the NBA. Is boom or bust. So in NBA is hit the three, live or die by the three. And in Major League Baseball, it's almost to that point where, hey, let's live or die by the home run hit. A small ball doesn't exist like that on a regular. Hey, let's just get on base. Let's drop a bunt. Let's steal. And a newer generation more showboat in home run. I'll say this: if you're showboating as in to show up your opponent, I can understand them getting mad. What I don't like is when some of these older guys that watch baseball for so long, they confuse everything with showboating with showing emotions. What's wrong with baseball players showing emotions? you know, having a war cry after you hit a clutch home run or a clutch single or, a walk-off home run. You know, I think you should be able to show your emotions as if it was football. You score a touchdown or make a big catch, get a first down, or if you made a huge play on basketball, like what's wrong with showing emotions? That's what sports is about. The purity of it, to draw those in emotions out of you. Oh no, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. Like showing emotions to me it should be something that between you and your teammates. Like if you're looking over in your dugout and you amped up with your boys, like to me that's showing emotions. Like showing up a dude is like hitting a home run and you just stare at him and you flip your bat damn near 20,000 feet in the air that it almost just hit a commercial jet. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's ridiculous. I don't get mad at it because it is entertaining. It is part of that sports entertainment that pretty much all sports entities are starting to transfer over to. It brings that drama. It brings that excitement because now, first of all, he's already excited. Got a home run. He stared the pitcher down, back toss out of. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I'm not mad at it. It creates drama. It creates that extra little entertainment shit. Y'all got to remember, I watch wrestling, and so when they do that, I'm like, oh, this might start something, you know. So, uh, not when you losing 10-3 and you hit a solo home run, for instance. And I get that, man, but that's such an old school way of living or thinking. Because here's my thing. It's still a sport, right? And this, they say, oh, you should never run up the score. No, my job is to play from whistle to whistle, from bell to bell, start to finish. I was taught as an athlete, as a youngin, you play from start to finish. WWE, Smitty. The sports entertainment shit. And so if you don't want nobody to score, then you play hellified defense. You don't want nobody to hit no home runs out, then you make sure that your pitches are or you hitting your locations. You keeping them guessing. Don't be obvious that you're gonna throw nothing but heat. I don't think it's classless, man. It's just, to me, it's if you're playing the game, you're playing the game. You got a job to do. Your job is your job is to win the game. And if you don't like what I'm doing, stop me. I'm just of that mentality. That's it. That might be old school thinking of myself. It might be. You know what I'm saying? I might be guilty of having old school thinking right there. I know we're all going to have different thoughts and feelings about it, but my thing is especially if I was in professional sports, I get paid to do this. And if you don't like it, stop me. Because I tell you what, because I wanted to be a football player growing up. And if my contract is incentive based and I can hit certain money plateaus by getting so much yardage, so much TDs, I'm playing fully. I'm playing hard from start to finish because I have a goal in mind. Because this is my occupation. If I get paid by overachieving, motherfucker, I'm gonna go overachieve. And I dare you to stop me because I want to go get my incentives. I want to go get my money because I want to keep putting food on the table. I want to keep living lavish. I'm not trying to change nobody's mindset, but that's just me. That's just me. That's all I'm saying. Everybody's gonna look at it different. Yeah, you get drilled if you show me up. You get a hormone off me, cool. But stare me down and taunt me. I'm hitting you, and I'll be waiting if you want to charge them out. I wish some motherfucker would. Yeah. Okay. MMA is the shit I watch. Much more entertaining me. Here's my thing about mixed martial arts. Mixed martial arts has the chance to put the game of boxing completely in the dirt. Ever since MMA, UFC has been able to capture a lot of your boxing audience, and then you got Bellator and other. I remember back in the day, Pride. When your MMA entities started taking away the popularity from boxing, and don't get me wrong, boxing kind of shot themselves in the foot because it's definitely a corrupt system. It's all about the money. These promoters don't want. They don't want true fights. I agree with you, man. It's totally fixed. Majority of it is. Some boxers, are like that, and some, are pretending. But MMA had the chance to put boxing in the dirt, and Dana White has turned UFC into a juggernaut. The only problem is that Dana White has always been very, should I say, I don't know if he actually cares about the fighters. And the only reason why I say that is because why do you think these guys run to go do these amateur boxing matches with Logan Paul and Jake Paul? Because they're about to get a nice little payday. Why did Conor McGregor feel necessary to go mess with Floyd Mayweather? That was a payday. UFC's you're not paying your fighters enough. MMA is it's a gruesome sport. A very gruesome sport. And you got the international love of MMA. MMA is international, so you already got that working for you. Because there's not a lot of sports that got a market everywhere, and MMA has a market literally across the whole globe. But you're not paying your fighters enough. You got the TV contract with ESPN, which is owned by Disney, which Disney is pretty much the end all be all of all media money. Like if you get Disney money, you in a different tax bracket. If you get the mouse's money, and so this is just some of the things that just not lining up with why you're not getting or able to get these fighters the proper paydays. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing it, you get the benefit of having, pretty much like a monthly pay-per-view. You get the benefit, uh said well, I don't know. Woodley was already out of UFC and still got rocked. But Dana notices that no one is competing with him, and all the fighters do have outside sponsorships. But there's so many fighters. Yeah. But I think what I'm saying is that because you're right. Tyron Woodley was out of UFC. Ben Askren was retired. But Conor McGregor definitely saw himself pretty much extending himself outside UFC, outside MMA. He saw himself as a figure that big. a money drawer. He was at that point in time. I don't know if he isn't like that anymore, because he's been he's not as dominant as he once was. Paul Brothers paying these well post well past their prime MMA fighters, well over 7 figures, to basically take a dive and make them look like they real fighters. And I wouldn't put it past it. I wouldn't put it past it. But then again, that's some old amateur rig boxing shit. But I'm just trying to make a point that, can you make a lifestyle off of being a UFC fighter? I'm sure you can. A lot of fighters to pay, say at least 15 per weight class. McGregor did that himself, and he was the shit. But he wasn't much of a kickboxer, but a boxer. After the Mayweather fight ruined his career. Khabib Khabib made Khabib made his ass look stupid. Khabib, that crazy Russian motherfucker was over there wrestling bears when he was a 5-year-old. So yeah, I don't know. Connor was just good at marketing himself, and you saw that was more on him, and that wasn't necessarily, riding the coattails and just being Dana White's puppet. Um, uh, and I mean, you can make a case. You can make a case that McGregor wins that Khabib fight if he doesn't fight Mayweather. You could definitely make a case because here's where I agree with you, Smitty. If Conor does not take that McGregor fight, if Conor doesn't take that Mayweather fight, gets the huge payday, maybe he has a little bit more hunger in him. Maybe he takes his training a little bit more serious. Maybe he's a little bit more focused on a dangerous guy like Khabib. So I can see what you mean by that for sure. Ben Askren was a wrestler in the national level, then tried MMA, got knocked out in 9 seconds, 10 steps in the boxing ring. Come on, bro. Washed up and rigged. Oh yeah. That's pure entertainment. That's pure entertainment. That's why I don't take them damn Paul brothers serious. Like that's just a straight money grab. Because you notice that who they're gonna put on the undercards. Or who else they gonna put on the card? They'll probably have a couple other matches on there with some either former boxers. Like, remember they had Roy Jones and Tyson fighting, a quote unquote exhibition matches. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, all that's for the show, all that's for the hype, all that's for the money. So that's why I don't blame it on the Paul brothers. I blame it on the people that keep buying the shit. Because as long as the people keep buying it, they're gonna keep doing it. They're not gonna stop until the people stop buying the shit. You know what you're getting. You know what you're paying for. I mean, that's just what it is. Yeah, I remember hearing about that, Smitty. Jake Paul was going to fight Tyson Fury's brother, but his brother backed out. Come on, man. I don't know why. The payday would have been there. Say what you want about them, Jake Paul and Logan Paul. They got followers across social media. Heavy. I ain't talking about a few thousand. I'm talking about millions. 20 million on YouTube. Another 5 probably on Instagram. Maybe another 7 or 10 on Twitter. So between like 3 social media platforms, you're talking at least 20 to 30 million followers. Them YouTube boys know how to market shit. Marketability. How do you market yourself? You know? Honestly, Logan Paul has been on a real media kick. He was just at WrestleMania in WWE in April. Played his part, played his role. Actually, didn't look that bad in the ring. So I'll say one thing about them dudes. Whenever they do something, they actually go all the way in, invest into it, like spend time on it, and they market the shit out of it. So I would never diss them on their hustle. I mean, they're opportunists, just like everybody else is an opportunist. They're taking an opportunity to maximize their earnings, offer entertainment, whichever avenue it is. Boxing is a dying sport because the promoters are about the money. It's been a rigged sport for years, and they don't give you the fight that the people want to see. I've been waiting for damn Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. to fight for fucking ever. I don't even know if we ever gonna get this fight. Now I want to see Gervonta Davis take on Ryan Garcia. I don't know if we're gonna get it. It's because promoters in the way. Give the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? So it's just me, man. When he said that, bro, I'm like, come on, man. You better leave Mike Tyson alone. I don't care how old Mike Tyson is. Throwing a punch to him is like riding a bike. He still got the form, and he still got some power on behind that thing. Only time I would talk shit to Mike Tyson is if I went to his funeral. That'd be the only time I talk shit about him. Hey, these people better leave Mike Tyson alone. And his podcast is pretty good too. Mike Tyson's finding a way to turn himself into a media guy. A guy who hated the media. Y'all remember Tyson? He hated the media. Now he's doing podcasts, and actually he's not too bad. 52 years old or so. No, sir. No, thank you. You want some of this too old, man? No. I would knock whatever teeth Mike Tyson has left. All right, Smitty. Okay. All right. Let me know if you got your affairs in order. If you take that challenge on, like you better have ass whooping insurance, because your ass finna pay a deductible. Go fuck around with Mike Tyson if you want to. All right. Nice knowing you, Smitty. For real. Nice knowing you. But look, we didn't get a chance to get into it last night. We're gonna dive into it today. Let me know more, and I'll pay for his boat to go. Oh yeah, shit. So your boy Cooper Kupp got the bag. I mean, the man is just.
Switch to Liberty Mutual and
Come
save
on now.
$652.
Hello.
Hello, minions. Hello. Damn YouTube. All right, come on. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. There we go.
Breaking news out of the NFL where Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp has been capital P paid. Signing a monster extension with the Rams. It's a 3-year extension worth $80 million for the all-pro wideout. This is confirmed by our lead NFL insider, Jonathan Jones. He'll now earn $110 million over the next 5 seasons. Remember, Kupp won NFL Offensive Player of the Year this past season, a Super Bowl ring, and was also the first player to capture a receiving triple crown since Steve Smith in 2005. Here's a look at some of the numbers, fantasy points, first and foremost. 439. You could thank him for your championship if you had him. Second in receiving yards, or receptions, that is. And first in 90-plus yard games. He was good for about $1 each time out.
Oh, my gosh. You hear those numbers?
Let's break it down with the host of All Things Covered, our guy B-Mac, the 2-time Super Bowl champ, Bryant McFadden. B-Mac, big-time news here for L.A. continuing to roll in just 48 hours after Aaron Donald becomes the highest-paid player in league history, not playing quarterback. Here's Cooper Kupp with 9 figures as well, due over the next 5 years. Your reaction as well?
Oh, yeah, Jonathan Taylor
clearly
and
for the
Cooper
Los
Kupp,
Angeles Rams,
you did
Joe,
damn good for
the
yourself.
salary cap is a myth. They don't have a salary cap. They're like a baseball organization. They just pay money to people deserving of getting contracts. And I have no issue with Cooper Kupp getting paid like he did today, similar to my sentiments with Aaron Donald. These guys earned it. And one thing about the Rams and Sean McVay, you look at their history, when you ball out, you will be rewarded. And I think that's a telling sign for the entire team. If you want to go out and get paid a certain way, be consistent and make the plays, and that organization out there in Los Angeles, they will reward you.
B-Mac, when you take a look at this.
So it's pretty much essential 3 years, $75 million is just added on to the contract. So $110 million over the next 4 years, 4 or 5 years, I believe. So that still puts them around 21, 22-ish million a year. Good money. And it doesn't put him at the top. It doesn't put him at the top of wide receiver salary. So how I see it, that was a very team-friendly deal, or a team-friendly extension, I should say. So 4 years, $110 million, because that with the extension it'll expire in 2026. So let me ask you a serious question. How are they? What the hell is that, Matt? Oh no. Yes, Minnie. If you had John Taylor, Cooper Kupp, and Jamar Chase, you had all three on the same fantasy team. Oh my gosh. Yes, he's gonna. He's. Oh, okay. How are they able to afford all these big contracts and still be good with the cap? I mean, like you kind of heard McFadden, salary cap don't exist. I mean, there's just all types of ways to manipulate the cap, because you pretty much got to manage it year to year, pretty much. Like you don't want to have a whole bunch of people going being a free agent at the same time. So you got to find where and when to pay certain people and length and amounts. Obviously, some guys get the long-term contract, those who the franchise think is going to stick around or benefit them better, and some are here for the moment. Shout out to the Rams. I mean, Aaron Donald one day turn around and say, "Hey, Cooper Kupp." Yeah. I mean, we already talked about it the other day when Aaron Donald got his extension. You got to take care of those who helped you get to this success, and you reward them, and that's your way of thanking them. But they're also part of the bigger picture of let's build around these guys with some young talent, and if need be, some veteran talent, because you add Bobby Wagner to go behind Aaron Donald. Yeah, Stafford, Donald, Cup, Ramsey. You know, I mean, but their strategies worked out. They've been in 2 Super Bowls within the last 5 years, won one. A constant team that's in playoff contention in the NFC under Sean McVay. They've been able to not overpay the players that they get, like Ramsey in the trade. Von Miller got him for a trade, loaned him out pretty much for a half of a season, and it pays off in the Super Bowl because he was vital in that Super Bowl just as much as Aaron Donald. I mean, obviously, it's the Aaron Donald effect. If he's getting doubled, somebody's got to come through free or get one-on-one attention. So, I don't know what Les Snead is doing as a general manager, but whatever he's doing, he is pulling the right strings and pushing the right buttons. Because this man is not afraid to say, damn them first round picks. I'm gonna go ahead and give it up for a proven guy that has proven skills and can prove that he can play NFL football. Strategy works for them. Hey, hats off to him for sure. Can't be mad at that. Speaking of money, there's some money floating around in another golf league. But the reason why it's controversial is because it's who's signing the money. PGA took a stance. They don't like it.
The shot heard around the world of golf today. The PGA Tour effectively sliced 17 players from its roster over their participation in a Saudi-financed golf tournament. Teeing up this report from CBS's Charlie D'Agata.
Just moments after stars like Phil Mickelson and Dustin Johnson ripped their drives down the fairway, they and 15 other PGA members were declared out of bounds by Commissioner Jay Monahan in a letter to the PGA Tour. These players have made their choice for their own financial-based reasons, but they can't demand the same PGA Tour membership benefits, considerations, opportunities, and platform as you. Mickelson has refused to deny reports he cut a deal for $200 million, but has defended his decision to take part.
I understand that many people have very strong opinions and may disagree with my decision.
Add to the backlash, it's being bankrolled by a Saudi regime in a PR campaign to distract from a history of human rights abuses.
There are many who see this quite simply as sports washing.
But with more big names lured by massive multi-million-dollar paychecks, the breakaway tour has already driven a wedge through the PGA. Charlie D'Agata, CBS News, St. Albans, England.
Smitty, thank you. 200 million is 200 million. Wait, you want me to play golf for 200 million? You're not getting that in the PGA. That's why the PGA is mad. Look how they're mad. And they must throw the slander, it's backed by Saudi money. Say what you want. We may think over in America that Saudi is so bad. There's civil rights is just it's so sad. Oh, so we just gonna forget about certain people's civil rights over in America. You know, so that's what we're doing. You know what's crazy, Matt? You can win the Masters, which is the Super Bowl or the PGA Tour, get like $10 million on one tournament. Good money. It ain't 200 million. I think I saw a report. I should let me see if I got it. Because I wanted to make sure we talked about this tonight because we didn't talk about it yesterday. As y'all know, we got caught up with other topics. But yep, here it is. I got it. Tiger Woods rejected the contract worth high 9 digits. High 9. Tiger Woods rejected a high 9-digit contract. Do y'all know what that means? Yeah. So $1 million is 7 digits. Mm-hmm. You get to 10 million for 8. You get to 100 million in 9. High 9. That's some bread to walk away from, Tiger. So Phil Mickelson's do it. That's a big name in golf. Dustin Johnson, big name in golf. So this is the equivalent of seeing some of your NFL stars going over to USFL or XFL, going into a yes, high 9. Smitty, they said this Saudi money people is trying to come on, man. You win 10 if you win the Tour Championship, maybe more this year. Tiger is a billionaire. Yeah, I get it. You're right. You're right, Matt. But come on, man. Look at what Tiger's career is at right now. Man can't finish tournaments. But if your name is bringing drawing power and they paying you high 9 digits, must be the money. What? Come on, man. That's why PGA is suspending these players. You know, they can say, oh, the Saudi, you know, that's a country of poor civil rights choices. Also, so y'all just clean over in America. Huh? Y'all ain't got no issues. When it comes to civil rights, you motherfuckers are A1, right? Like, just say that you can't match that money. Just say it. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. Not everybody is going over to this live to this live thing. This new golf alternate. You know? Civil rights has a price. Always has. Always will. Man. But I'm not gonna knock these players who make a living off of playing a sport. I'm not gonna knock them for it. People are like, oh, hey, why would you take Saudi money? Why did you take Saudi money? You take American money out. Are we what? So our government's been pristine, fully perfect, does right by its citizens and the world? Okay, let me know when that happens. Okay. We can't pick and choose when morality matters. Can't pick and choose. Them damn Saudis, they're so terrifying and so bad. Way of lifestyle, way of living is ridiculous. Okay. No government is pristine. I think that's a flawed statement. No, what I'm saying is how can people in U.S. want to condemn people for taking Saudi money because of the way that the Saudis live their life, as if the American way of life is so great and so pristine and just flawless of all bad things. That's all I'm saying. I just think it's a little hypocritical to try to demean people for wanting, because they're just trying to make a lifestyle. They're playing a tournament. They get paid. They get paid to play golf. But just because this one is not, an American governing body running it or financing it, it makes it so wrong. That's all I'm saying. They got to get theirs. I'm gonna go get mine. But we can't sit here and act like America is so absolving of all wrongdoing and so high and mighty and perfect. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Do people know that Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest trade partners with USA? One of the biggest? Yeah, you are helping me make my case, Matt. Thank you. That's why you're my boy. But no. All right, y'all. We reached that hour mark. Tampa Bay won tonight. They're up 3-2 in the series. Still waiting in the wings, the Colorado Avalanche. Friday night got NBA finals. Game 4. Let's see if Golden State could tie it up. I think they will. I think there's no way. Well, I'll say it this way. NBA wants a tie series because you want to go ahead and try to get as close to 7 games as possible. So we'll definitely talk about that more on Monday. But look, it's been real. I appreciate y'all. My man Smitty, my man Matt, Tim somewhere out there, Stephanie, the usual suspects. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Hey, go have a fantastic Friday. Have a fantastic Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. Peace and love. See y'all on Monday, 23rd hour, same rock on morning.
Yo, sound like LGD this. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit, all the war spits. Let the bass kick, nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding wit, suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jerking out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Supercharged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon's call. Daily with explosive, if you're softer than some woven silk. Grinding rappers flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. So nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating figures for dinner, underground like Matt the Splinter. Then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent, so I don't give a fuck about repentance. Johnny plays with a bag of haze over roast spirits. I'm forced to be reckoned with when I'm beating all limits. These lyrics are packed with venom. Rattlesnakes in the kitchen, cooking the recipes full of poison. I leave them finished.
Come to punches, yo, I only landed threes. These thick fried MCs is copping plan B. Never was a M fan, they can't stand me. Been dope since before Hope sampled Andy. If it's smoke, I ain't gon' blame the jammy. Cause smoke, my hands is nicer than your granddaddy. Don't spar unless you a piece and a half. If you same boat when I put feet on the track, I fuck MCs up, I'm bringing evil back. Yea, though I walk through the valley, I push